Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, The Walking Dead Season 10 premiere will be airing in a few months. It will be airing in October, I believe. And that's usually the traditional month for a premiere of a new Walking Dead season. And there are going to be deaths, maybe not in the premiere, but in the season. I believe the season will cover the Whisperer War. There's really no reason for it not to. We might not be getting the Whisperer War in the first half of the season, but we'll definitely get it by the second half of the season. I think Season 10 will cover most, if not all, of the Whisperer War. It'd be cool if we got a little bit of the Whisperer War finishing off in maybe the first half of Season 11. The Whisperer War is just, it's such an awesome part of the comics. It's honestly one of the best parts of the comics. And right after the Whisperer War, that's when the comics really go downhill, and it stays that way. I mean, once the Whisperer War ends in the Walking Dead comics, the comics just got shitty, and it never really got better. And even now, the latest issue, for those of you that haven't read it, don't want spoilers, it's not good. It's just not good. The comics are just not good anymore, and they stopped being good after the Whisperer War ended. But I'm kind of getting off topic. But yeah, in a way, I'm kind of dreading the end of the Whisperer War because I'm worried that the show will adapt a lot of the Commonwealth, which basically the Commonwealth is it's the main story arc after the Whisperer War. I'm guessing it's going to be adapted in the TV show. For me personally, they could just skip over the entire Commonwealth and just have something completely different and completely new, because, like I said, that's not a good part of the comics. The Whisperer War was the end of the good part of the comics. I don't think the comics are ever going to be good again, but yeah, I don't think I should have to worry about that in Season 10, though. I don't think we're going to have to worry about Season 10 not being good, because the part of the comics that's not good anymore, Season 10, it shouldn't be enough time to get there yet. They would really have to rush a lot of the comic material to get to the end of the Whisperer War, or maybe not the end of the Whisperer War. They can get to the end of the Whisperer War in Season 10 if they wanted to really badly. But I'd still say they can't really get to too much of the Commonwealth. Maybe little hints, maybe little droplets, but not the full complete story, or really the beginning of it. But yeah, I'm getting off track. Okay, I'm done ranting. Anyway, Season 10. Season 10 will be covering most, if not all, of the Whisperer War, and there are going to be deaths. There could possibly be deaths before the Whisperer War, after the Whisperer War. It's not going to follow the comics completely. The show never follows the comics completely. It's never done that. So we'll be getting parts of the comics that are adapted, parts of it won't be. And there's characters that are in the comics that are not in the show. Rick's not going to be in the show. He plays a major part in the comics. In the Whisperer War, Andrea, she's not in it. Jesus, Carl, I could go on and on. Dwight, they're going to have to definitely change some things up and remix some things. But yeah, even if the Whisperer War didn't happen in Season 10, which it will, there's going to be deaths. There's going to be lots and lots of deaths. With every season of The Walking Dead, there's lots of deaths. I mean, there's not a single season of The Walking Dead where there's not a bunch of deaths. There's not a handful of deaths. Even Season 2, where they mostly hung out at the barn. There was T-Dog, Dale, Shane... No, not T-Dog, I'm sorry. Shane, Dale, Sophia, Patricia. I think Beth's boyfriend name was Jimmy, Sophia, Otis, the two guys that Rick shot. So yeah, I mean, there's a decent body count, but every season there's deaths. Every season there's usually a decent body count. And with the character Alden just keeps beating the odds. I've been predicting that Alden would die ever since his first or second episode. I just thought he was too good to be true. He was too good for this world. He's funny. He's a good person. I mean, I'm straight. I mean, I guess he's a decent looking guy. He just seemed too perfect. Like, I don't know. I just didn't think a character like that could make it on The Walking Dead. And then the crazy thing happened. He survived Season 8. And then an even crazier thing happened. He survived season 9. He literally got captured by Alpha and the Whisperers, and he got returned safely and survived that. He did lose his girlfriend Enid, but he himself survived the season, so he's definitely going to be in season 10. And I do think, really, when it comes to characters, I don't want to ever be like, okay, they're safe. I keep predicting that they're going to die and they keep surviving, so I'm just going to assume that they're safe, because I feel like the moment you do that, that's when they die. I had a big feeling, just like in my bones, I had a big feeling that Tara was going to die in season 9. And there's that whole thing about, well, she keeps surviving and surviving and surviving and surviving. I thought she'd die in season 8. I thought she'd die in season 7. I thought she'd die in season 6. And she kept surviving. And it was like, I almost want to let my guard down, but it's like, no. What if this is the moment where they kill her off? They don't expect people to think she's going to die anymore, because people are getting used to her surviving every year. So maybe this is when they actually kill her off. And that's when they did it. You know, they had her be one of the heads on spikes. So I'm thinking with Alden, you know, this is his 3rd season. He's had a good run, and he could die. Season 10 needs deaths. He could die during the Whisperer War. He could die before it. He could die after it. He could just die a casual death, getting killed by walkers or something, or he could die a heroic death, sacrificing himself to save someone else. He lost his girlfriend, so I think he sort of has a personal vendetta against the Whisperers. I mean, a lot of characters do. You know, Carol, Ezekiel. A lot of characters are just, you know, they lost someone very close to them because of the Whisperers, because of the heads on spikes, and they're going to want revenge. So maybe Alden, because of Enid's death, he becomes reckless and angry, and he goes on this solo mission to try to kill Alpha himself, and then that gets him killed. That could happen. And also, I feel like he needs to redeem himself a little bit, because at the end of season 9, he kind of got mad at Lydia, even though Lydia didn't really do anything wrong, but he kind of blamed Lydia because she's the daughter of Alpha, and she was, you know, even though she's a teenage girl, she originated from the Whisperers, and I guess the Whisperers killed all those people because of Lydia. I don't know if they would have done it anyway. Beta said that it was because of Lydia, so I don't know. Maybe Alden blames Lydia. Just the fact that they took Lydia in, he blames her for causing Enid's death, and he's mad at her. And he snapped at her in the finale of season 9, and Daryl told Alden to back off. So maybe Alden needs to redeem himself a little bit. Maybe he feels a little guilty for snapping at a teenage girl that really can't control her psychopath's mother's actions. And maybe Alden tries to redeem himself and be less of an asshole. And maybe that's what causes his death. Maybe he dies in a way where it's like redemptive and heroic, and he's trying to be a good person, and that's what gets him killed. I don't know. There's definitely plenty of ways that Alden could die. And I mean, I know he survived season 7 and season 9, but he's just been really, really lucky. I don't know. I think maybe his luck has run out. Maybe he makes it to season 11. I don't know, but season 11's a ways away. I mean, that's 17 episodes away. There's plenty of things that are going to happen, but before the premiere of season 11, there are plenty of deaths. If Alden manages to squeeze by and survive the whole season, then cool, you know. I mean, golly, maybe he'll survive season 11. I don't know. Maybe he'll just keep beating the odds. And maybe he's the next Tara Chandler. That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, at this point, he survived 2 years, but maybe his luck's running out, and maybe this time in season 10, Alden really will die at some point in the season. After all, there is 16 episodes, as always, so you got to kill characters to keep the story interesting, fill the time slots. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now, we are at 552 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 600 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts. Every bit of support matters and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 600. We're at 552, so that's just 48 away. That's not much. 48 subscribers, 48 more, and we will be getting to that 600 goal. We're already over halfway there between 500 and 600, so that's pretty exciting. We're going to get there. I completely have faith. I'm very hopeful about it. You know, we've already, you know, we've gone to 500. We've surpassed that much. So we're getting to 600. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to get to that milestone. And thank you very, very much to all of you that are, you know, watching my videos and showing support. Any type of support, even hating my videos and hitting the dislike button. Hey, it helps, you know, it's views, you know. So I'll take what I can get. But thank you so much, guys. I really do really appreciate it. And yeah, that's about all I have. So with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.